everyone, welcome to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show. And with the summer series, as you know, we're going out and about different areas, and we've been up in Kalamunda and down to Frio and on the beach and in the city and Kings Park and all over the place. But here we are at beautiful Hyde Park. And I'm sure many of you have been here from time to time, and if you haven't, you should come down and have a look at the beautiful park here. It's fantastic, and look at all the big Morton Bay fig trees that are here, and it's a really nice outing.
Oh, a magpie! Ah! No, just kidding. Just wanted to get
As you can tell, Wayne can't wait for me to get to him, but we'll leave him off on the side for a while. He is available, by the way, and we're willing to pay. But let's get the balls and all rolling, as we always say. And with me is Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Hello, Moose. Great to be back again. And we've got heaps of great stories coming up. And also one I did on Capoeira. And I'll explain to you a little bit later what that is if you don't know.
A lot of singing and dancing.
Wasn't there?
That was great. We were actually quite surprised, really, how good it was, weren't we?
It was. I had a lot of fun.
I thought it was going to be a bunch of people beating each other up. But,
but no, we'll explain later.
It didn't turn out that way. And someone who really should be beaten up, and we're willing to pay for that as well, is Wayne Simmons. Hi, Wayne.
Hey, how you doing? And I hope everybody's drank orange juice. I told all the little kids to drink orange juice the other day, and that's good. And actually, how this place got their name is Hyde Park. People were running around playing hide go seek, and they just said hide, and that's how they got it. But anyway,
I don't really believe that part whatsoever. If you
don't believe
it, you're watching the wrong show, and I think they should be changing your dressings at any time. Now, anyway, let's get down to hello to everyone. Anyway, thank you for watching. If I didn't say it before, and thanks for the letters and emails that keep flowing in and telling us about your sports and your leisure, and we keep following them up. And later on, we're going to be telling you about what you'll be seeing next week a little bit. About a big special that we'll be doing. But first of all, we're going to go down and talk to some people that you went down and spoke to.
Exactly. I did a little segment on wheelchair basketball, and I didn't realize how exciting it was. I actually got out there and had a little run around, and it's a very complex sport and a lot of fun.
And they really get into it and whatever. And there's a lot of people who are able-bodied people in that as well.
Exactly. So. It doesn't matter. You know, you can come down. It doesn't matter. And you have a lot of fun. And you'd just be amazed at some of the skills that some of those people have.
So let's have a look at the story, eh?
I don't know. When you need a mic, it just comes out of nowhere. Hello, I'm Wayne Simmons for Balls and All, and I'm here at the Wheelchair Sports Center in Osborne Park. And I'm talking with one of the Sports Center's superstars, young Daniel, who also, incidentally, you might have seen down working with the Perth Wildcats. How you doing, Daniel?
Good, thank you, Wayne.
Now, Daniel, you want to tell us a little bit about basketball, wheelchair style, and what it involves?
Well, first we'll start off with the dribbling. With the dribbling, you have to bounce the ball, obviously. You have to, and you bounce the ball, and you're only allowed to have 2 pushes, then you have to bounce the ball.
Okay. Now, what other different rules do they have?
They're basically all the same, you just adapt them down to the wheelchair level. But that's the only different one that really stands out.
Now, so they still have the 3 seconds in the lane, is that right?
That's it, yeah, it's still 3 seconds.
Oh, well, see, that's a problem with me. Usually I take 3 seconds to get to the lane or at least get out of the toilet. So now, also, how long have you been playing?
Around 9 years now, so a veteran to it all.
Okay, so how long have you been playing basketball? Only kidding. Now you're a veteran now. Now, did you play some state league basketball as well?
Yes, I have. I represented the states for 6 years. But now I'm obviously too old for the junior team, so I'm out of that at the moment, but represented them for 6 years, got 2 silvers and a gold, so.
Wow. Now, where were some of your contests held when you represented Western Australia?
My first trip that I ever went on was held in New South Wales, the second one in Ballarat in Victoria, and the last one here, so I finished off at home.
Wow, that would have been excellent playing in front of your home crowd. Now, that's a strange symmetrical object. Now when you're dribbling the basketball, just talking about some of the rules. You can dribble twice, and then you have to actually, you can dribble as much as you want.
But you have to push at the same time. You can dribble as you go along, but you have to keep pushing. Okay? I mean, and the double dribble's the same, everything's the same. Okay. So, yeah.
Now, what else is up for you? Now, if let's say somebody want to play wheelchair basketball, who would they have to contact?
You can contact Gary Lees at the Wheelchair Sports office here, and you can come down, play recreation games like this, and it's great fun as well. It's great fun.
Excellent. Now, I know you're a good friend of mine and all that, but I still want to kick your butt one-on-one. It's nothing personal. So I think what we need to do is just square off. You know what I mean? Because I got skills. You know what I mean? So I'm going to tear you up. Well, I don't want y'all to see me kicking his butt. So we'll have to take a break, but we'll see you guys later. Have a ball. Come on, let me kick your butt, boy. You ain't got to wait. Yeah. And I'm talking to Peter, who also played in the game.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm doing very good. How are you doing?
I'm blacked now after that.
I hope you drank a lot of orange juice, Peter. Now, you've been around basketball for a long time. You've been slapping me around for quite a long time, too. So could you tell us, how did you enjoy tonight?
Well, it's just so much fun. Everybody's just laughing, joking, you're hacking on everybody all the time, and it's just so much fun that, you can't help but have fun and laugh all the time.
Is it more fun than being? I heard that red-haired women were very fiery. I saw some fire out there today. Actually, I saw the fire truck one time when you went to the basket. Now, you want to tell us about that?
Well, just ask the opposition. They always stay away from me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you beat up half of them. I guess they did. Now, your family's been involved in basketball for years. Now, how long have they been involved in basketball?
Well, at least,
Time's up. No.
Mum started when she was little. We've been in able-bodied for years, and we migrated to wheelchair basketball. Mum started reffing about 83, 84, and
Yeah, I was about 2 years old.
and we just started playing, and after watching Mum ref and that, sitting around doing nothing, you might as well jump in a chair and do something.
Well, that's very good. Now, I saw you had some skills out there. Did you get your ball handling skills from me?
Well, of course. Who else?
Thank you. Now, who got you involved in this wheelchair basketball? I think your mom. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Mum, but another guy by the name of Wayne got her reffing, because being so little, she had to take us along, so she had to get us involved somehow.
Now, was that other guy? Was his name Wayne? Say Simmons?
Well, of course. If dreaming.
congratulations to Peter and Daniel. They did a fantastic job playing basketball, and they showed quite a bit of skill. And if anyone wants to get involved in it, just check the numbers that we showed on the screen, and those people will be more than accommodating for you. I found everybody down there enjoyable. They were pretty happy even to see me and the rest of the group, which is incredible. And so it should be a lot of fun. So if get a chance, call those numbers.
Yeah, congratulations to them all, and it was a good evening down there, and quite surprising how all the work and effort they put into that. And congratulations to you, Danny, also for the competitions you've done.
Go,
in the past.
Danny. Go. Oh,
Speaking of going, we're about to go for a break, and you'll see us pop up somewhere else here in Hyde Park. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Balls and All, and with us, joining us now is James. Hi, James.
How you doing, Moose? Later on tonight's show, if you do remember a couple of weeks ago, there was the Cotto to Rotto surf thing, wasn't it? The swimming.
Yep.
And we'll be doing a story on the youngest team. Apparently there's a couple of 13-year-old guys in that.
Four of them, 13-year-old boys. Yep, that'll be interesting.
So look out for that later on tonight.
And something else that's really interesting, and Debbie's going to tell you a bit about it now, is Capoeira. So tell us about Capoeira.
That's right, or Capoeira. It took me ages to get it right. Hope I'm getting it right now. That's right, it's at the Australia Asia House in Stirling Street. And Capoeira is actually a kind of martial arts that originated from Brazil. And it was very interesting. I didn't realise that there was a lot of music and singing involved in it. It was, but it was great fun. And just learn a little bit more about it now by watching the story. To me now is George, otherwise known as Draga, and he's actually the master of Capoeira. Now I hope I'm saying that right, George. Can you just say it, Capoeira?
Yeah, Capoeira. Capoeira is a Brazilian martial acrobatic arts form, and involved is music, sing, dance, and self-defense. Is Capoeira developed when the Portuguese, the colony, they need some libraries to work in Brazil. They get the African people to work, slavery in Brazil. The people, proud people, never want to be a slave. So they start to develop self-defense between the dance. During the night, after work, in the big house, they start dancing, and between the dance, they start put some kicks and punch. After that, with knowledge, the self-defense, they escape and make one village with 20,000 runners.
And you're actually from Brazil yourself?
Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
Yeah, so how long have you been actually teaching in Australia?
I teach in West Australia 6 years, and 15 years in Sydney have Capoeira.
And as you can hear behind us, the students are singing and playing musical instruments. How long does it take to sort of teach that?
The fundamental, the movements is very simple and easy, because the slaves must learn quick for escape. So for learn the movements is 4 months you do very good movements. But what's happened? Capoeira is philosophy, is sing. You must learn play the instruments, and for one teacher, make one teacher 6 years.
So do you have to be able to sing to be able to do Capoeira?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh well.
It's like you go in a nightclub. You go in a nightclub, you hope the DJ with nice music, with good fun, because if you know, you cannot dance. And Capoeira is a mix with the music, with the drum, nice atmosphere, and you start to dance, you start to move, and you start to have good fun.
Yeah. So anybody can come and join in as well?
Anybody, any age.
And do you have a contact number that you might like to give to everyone?
Yeah, my phone number is 9275-8790, and my mobile is 0419-851-723.
Okay, so there you go everybody, if you're interested in joining in Capoeira, there's the phone number. But I don't know, I can't sing, so I think I might just...
We start with the basic, you know, and it's good fun. It's good fun. And you sing when you have a shower. Oh my
Okay. Well, thanks very much for speaking to me.
Thank you very much, the Channel 31. Good luck. Thank you very much, all the team, and Debbie, thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Is Damien Tong, one of the students. He's otherwise known as Karma. That's your capoeira name, Capoeira. I'll get it right one day. Now, what is your definition of capoeira?
Well, capoeira is, for me, a martial art and an expression. It's a dance, it's music, it's philosophical. There's a lot of different things that come into capoeira and make capoeira capoeira. So there's no real exact definition for it, but for me it's an expression of freedom, an outlet. It's something that I've worked hard to get into, and something I've helped out with and believed in for a long time, regardless of what people have said, oh, it'll never work out, it'll never last or whatever. And it's something for me, it's an expression of myself and freedom, and it's a concentration of energy.
How does it differ from martial arts?
Other martial arts are very, where martial arts come from is from self-defense and combat, but capoeira has that amount of background with combat as well, but it has so much more in it. It's got the culture, the music that you can hear right now, and the philosophy behind it, and there's just a lot more. There's more of a friendship behind it. There's more camaraderie instead of competition. It's no contact at all. There's no emphasis on defeating an opponent. It's more to play a good game, to have a good dance, like you can see. I mean, it's no point to go in and show off and be the best. It's like dancing. You can't, if you're dancing with someone else who is less experienced, you can't go off and show off, otherwise you leave your partner behind, and capoeira is exactly like that. You need to work with your...
How long did it actually take you to learn all your moves?
It took me longer than it takes most people, actually, because when I started there was no one else to look at to see what capoeira was like. We learnt from scratch, so it took me up to right now to get where I am, so that's about 4 years almost, 4.5 years almost,
So how long have you actually been doing this for?
4.5 years. I was here right from the beginning,
Right. Oh yeah. And the first class that started in WA, there was only 7 people in it. How many are in your class now?
Regularly there's only me left, so I'm the last of the Mohicans, if you like, but there's another student called Bahasha. He's still involved, but he's recently got engaged, and so he's got a lot of other things on his mind right now, but besides that there's only me and Bahasha, so only 2 of us left.
So do you think it's becoming a more popular sport and more people sort of seeming to learn about it?
Well, every year there's a new influx of people. After each shows that we've done, there's always renewed interest, and there's a lot of people that joined later and they've stayed on and become very dedicated students, and it's very good to come being there all the time. I can see people come in very shy people, and then they learn that they can do this, and they lose their fears and their inhibitions, and they're doing capoeira. Like, it just changes the way, you can see it change people. They come in with the attitude, oh, I can never do that, it's impossible, no way. And then they give it a go and they can try and they realize that, hey, I can do that, and it starts changing their attitude towards everything. They can look at something and say, I'll give it a go before I say I can't do it, and it starts applying to everything in life. You start looking at anything in your life and say, I'll give it a go first, and if I land on my head, then I'll say I can't do it. But, yeah.
So far what I've seen, it looks like you need a lot of strength and coordination. Is that what other skills do you think you need to possess as well?
Dedication and just a belief in yourself. Like I'm not very flexible and I'm not very big and strong, but I learn the technique behind it and try and stick with it, to believe that you can do it and give it a shot. Lots of people are surprised that they can do it, it's just they've never tried. And it's a lot of the time people, when they're in somewhere that they want to try something new, they're always scared of what other people will think or anything like that. But here it's different, people are encouraged. When someone does a good move, everyone cheers and claps, that's excellent, well done. And it's different in here because it's more friendship. It's not a competition. It's not something you're trained to defeat someone. It's you're trained to dance.
So speaking of coordination, have you ever knocked somebody down to the ground accidentally, of course?
Yes, I have. I think you're referring to a particular incident, but yeah, it has. If you don't pay attention, you can have a bit of a spill, and we've had only one minor incident, one accident, and that was a little while ago, but that was my fault and the other person's fault as well. We both lost track of each other. It's like the same thing like I was saying, if you dance and you dance wrong and you step on your other person's foot, in a tango it's disastrous, in capoeira it can be a little bit,
Okay. So there's also a group motto. Now what does that, first of all, what is it and what does it mean to you?
Well, the group motto is, the group motto is alone we're nothing but together we can be strong, and it stemmed from originally from when we were all alone in Perth looking for capoeira, when we first thought about capoeira and saw movies and wanted to learn capoeira. By ourselves we were nothing until we started finding each other in Perth, and then we found other people who were interested in capoeira, had seen the same magic we'd seen and wanted to do the same thing, and we got together and we had the first class, so there was that strength first, and then we gathered more people and networked across Australia and then became a recognised group. There was strength there, and then more numbers came, we stayed together and worked together and fostered the friendship and became a strong performing group, and the group we see here today with international visitors and everything like that. So that's where our strength comes from if we stick together. And it's like a dance. You can dance by yourself, but it looks nothing compared to when you dance with a partner. So.
You're given different coloured belts for different stages. What is it in capoeira?
In capoeira you get a cordon or cord. It's just a piece of wool really, and it's not actually a traditional part of capoeira. It was brought in by Mestre Bimba, who formalised a lot of the teaching of capoeira and was influenced by the Eastern martial arts like karate to get belts to show your rank. And how the colour system works is it's based off the Brazilian flag. I don't know if you can see that, but when you start you have white, which is nothing, your white pants, and then you get green, and then it goes to green and yellow, and then yellow and blue, then all the colours, and then white again to be master. So it works like you're crossing inward into the flag, and then once you get to the middle you're back where you started again. So.
Fantastic. So whereabouts, what stage would you say you're at then?
I'm at yellow and blue, which is one away from blue, so about halfway in.
Okay, great stuff. Well, thanks very much for talking to us, and I want to wish you all the best for the future and for any further performances.
Yep, thank you very much. I guess you can get in contact with Channel 31 if there's any shows we're doing in the future, if you have any inquiries like that. But we have shows that happen around Perth with infrequent regularity, so keep an eye open on festivals and nightclubs, anything Brazil, Latin nights. We're a regular performance group, so yeah, keep your eyes open and we'll be there.
Yeah, thanks very much. And you can also get more information off our email address, which you'll see at the end of the show, and also the phone number that Draga gave you before. Okay, thank you. Fantastic effort put in there by all the students. I enjoyed watching you all, and with me here is the three girls of the class, and you are?
Catherine,
Anna, Nabila.
Okay, and how did you get involved?
well, actually I went on exchange to Brazil and I saw it there, but I only found this about 4 months ago on the internet.
One of my friends was doing it and he used to tell me about it and say come along, and I kind of thought yeah, and never did. And then once I went down they play on Sundays at Cotto, and I went down and had a watch and thought yeah, I'd like to do it, so I started going to classes.
I saw them at the Oak Lawn at UWA one lunchtime, and I just saw it and looked, that looks awesome, I want to do that. And then Anna started, and then there was no excuse from then on, I had to start.
So when you first saw it, did you think there's no way I could do that? Did you think the moves were too hard, or found it quite easy?
About lots of things. No, I mean, I looked at it and thought, wow, I want to learn that, you know.
Excellent. And so how long have you actually been doing it for? You've been doing it 4 months?
About 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, about 6 as well.
Hey, you all look like professionals in there. I don't know if I could go in there and do that in 6 months. Anyway, it's great to see you in there doing it, and wish you well for any more performances coming up. Thank you.
Thanks.
So, what did you think about that?
They were fantastic. I mean, I went down with you to help out in the background, and something I was really surprised is they're really into it, and the fact that they got there and they all knew the words, the Brazilian words.
That's right, and it just got so fast, didn't it?
Yeah, they started off slow, and then they built up to where in the end it looked like a few of them were actually going to start knocking each other around and whatever. And it was good to see the girls involved in it as well. Right, it's not just a bunch of blokes having a bash at each other. And special thanks to the guys down there, Damien and George.
George, that's right, or Karma and Draga.
Karma and Draga, is that their name?
That's the Capoeira names for them.
Yeah, because when I got there was a chap there told me his name was Cotto, but he looked Australian.
How many?
Maybe it's something that they do.
They've all got a name.
A bit like the American Indians rename each other.
Yeah, so that's down at the Australia Asia House.
Yeah, and they're every Wednesday, isn't it?
No, Monday and Thursday nights.
Monday and Thursday nights. See, I know everything.
And we'll be right back after these messages. We're at Hyde Park, and recently Moose, like I was saying earlier, went on the Cotto to Rotto event.
Cotto to Rotto, yeah. It was we went on board the most magnificent boat I've ever seen.
So you keep telling me.
I don't mean to kind of rub it into the rest of the crew. Then unfortunately, the tickets were limited. The boat was only 34 meters long.
And a helicopter was
There's at least a dozen of us. Yeah, our cameraman on the day, Dean, the goon man, got a ride in the chopper, and
Sounds like excellent.
Now back to the story, Moose. Stop
it's
dreaming
like
there.
going to see Stone's concert and getting in for free. That's how good it was.
Drool off your mouth there.
Yeah, there's a bit of drool. Now, something else, what we were really there for, apart from all the great ride in the True North, and you'll see a lot of that. That's the name of the boat. Ship, just about it is. And we went following these 4 13-year-old boys who swam from Cottesloe to Rotto in the big swim that we had recently, and they were fantastic. And have a look at the story. Hi everyone, Moose here on board a magnificent vessel. We're going to show you a lot more of that during this segment, called the True North, and we're going to tell you a bit about that. But I'm actually here for the Cottesloe to Rotto swim this morning, and I'm with the I think the youngest team to be doing it, and I'm going to introduce you to these 4 West Australian legends. Young fellas going to swim all the way across to Rotto. Now first of all, I'll start off with their names, and they're all 13 by the way too. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick. Okay, your name?
Tom.
And Tom?
Sean.
Sean?
And Alex.
And Alex. Now all these guys are, as I say, going to be swimming from Cottesloe to Rotto, which is quite a swim. Now you guys have all been training for this for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been training for a while for this.
And how long have you been training?
Quite a few years.
Oh really? So have you ever done this kind of thing before, any of you?
Well, me and Alex did the swim through Rottnest last year, which is 1.6 kilometres from Tonson's Bay to the Army Jetty, and I've done that a few other times, but we haven't really been training for it.
Excellent. Now, you're actually starting it, isn't that correct? You're starting the race? And how do you feel about being the first off the rank?
I'm a bit nervous. I hope it's not going to be a bit too violent and stuff and getting dunked under the water, but yeah, it should be good.
Now you've got to actually get out. You're the one that's taken off from the shore. Now, do you actually leave from the surface itself, like the beach itself, or yeah?
Yes, I do.
Now, what about you? How long have you been practicing for this?
A few years, yeah. Me and Tom just did the North Cott club swim from North Cott to the Groin and back last weekend. That was 1.6 k's, and we did pretty well in that.
Excellent. Now, what's the longest length you're going to be swimming? Like, do you each swim exactly the same amount of space? Is that correct?
We're swimming first off about 15 minutes, and then we'll swap, and then we'll bring the time down.
Okay, and then what's the deal from there, Tom? What do you do now? You're coming in second. Is that correct?
No, I'm coming in fourth.
See, I've got all my facts straight, as you can see. So you're coming in fourth.
Yep.
Now, do you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do you swap back over again and keep going?
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been practicing? You say a couple years, so that means you guys started when you were, 10 or 11?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. And what do you do on a daily basis to practice for all this?
Swim, just in the pool and stuff like that.
And you got someone coaching you? Who's coaching you?
Just people at uni swim, stuff like that.
Yeah. All you fellas all practice together all the time?
Me and Nick, our coach is Craig Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we train with him.
Yeah. Okay, well look, we're obviously the boat's firing up. We're about ready to get underway, and we're going to be chatting with you guys when you come back. So just one thing to make clear. So someone starts, then a boat actually brings someone out and picks you up, and then the next fella gets going, and so on. So we'll be chatting with you, and all the best from, of course, all the gang at Balls and all your parents are here behind you, and I'm hoping you're going to get through it. You guys feel pretty confident?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, it should be really good.
Good. Now you're the first cab off the rank, so you're going to be setting the pace for everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm told that Susie Morani's down there as well?
Yes, she's doing a team like us. Mm-hmm.
And how do you guys feel? Pretty inspired about having someone like Susie down there?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's a great inspiration, to have such a great swimmer doing it with us.
So just want to point out to you guys, when you do end up going and swimming across to Cuba, I really like Cuban cigars, okay?
Yep.
Got that? All right, all the best, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Jason said no, but I won't quit. I'm gonna soldier on. Some people doubt me, won't lend their help, but that's alright, 'cause the last mile I'll run myself. I'm gonna follow my dreams, no matter how hard it seems, no matter where it leads. I'm gonna follow my dreams. Yes, I'm nervous, 'cause it's my life, but I won't quit, nah, no way I'm gonna give up this fight. You're only young once, you've got to go for the win. And once time slips away, it won't be back again. I'm gonna follow my dreams.
I'm just sitting here with all my friends, and we're going to take a short break and be right back with part 2 of that amazing story.
Welcome back, everybody, to Balls and All. Now, if you want to get into contact with us, get your pen and paper ready for the end credits, and you can get our email address. But right now, it's time for part 2 of the Cotto to Rotto swim.
So we got a couple of the boys have just come in now from the dinghy. They're ferrying them back and forth a bit between their swims. How do you feel?
Oh, a bit tired. I got stung a bit.
Did you? What with the stingers out there?
Yeah, stingers, and they sting you, and it really hurts.
Really? And did you put anything on that now?
Not yet. I might do. I might put a bit of Vaseline on so they slip off in the water.
Okay. All right. And how do you feel?
I'm pretty tired and yeah, a bit sore.
And how are the other boys trailing so far?
Pretty good. Sean got stung pretty bad at the beginning, and Tom's done pretty good.
And they got stuff out there for you if this happens?
For like the stings?
Yeah.
No, not really. Okay. Just with the Cotto that we took, that helps. So.
And what is that?
It's like for hay fevers, but it also helps like with stings and stuff like that.
So you guys, like, how long are you here before you shoot off again?
10 minutes.
All right, so you just get on, get a little bit dry and whatever?
Yep.
Yeah.
And is the water pretty cold out there, or is it just cold getting out?
It's cold getting out. It's really warm in the water.
All right, well, you only got a few minutes, so I'll let you go. Do what you do, and I'll chat with you when you guys come back again. Now, I'm talking to Paul, who's actually one of the fathers of the boys. How are you, Paul?
Very well, thanks.
Now, your son's been out there, and he's having a go. How long has he been practicing for all this?
Oh, well, he's been swimming for 5 or 6 years now, but obviously for this event, he's normally a pool swimmer. But being out in the ocean's a whole different ball game, and I think he's expecting to see some lane ropes and chlorine. I keep telling him it's a bit different to that out here, so he's enjoying himself. It's a beautiful day.
Now, what about as a parent, when you know your son's out there, they're talking about the stingers and all that, how does it, the concern from your side?
Oh, not too bad. We've taken some Claritine on board, so he's got an antihistamine there, but I think we're more worried about the sharks, but no one's seen any yet, so we're still looking.
Yeah, well, with the boys, they train together and all that and stick together?
They've done one training session together, but otherwise I think a few of the boys have done a bit of ocean swimming. My son did a swim through Rottnest 4 years ago. He was only 8, so he's been in the water before in the ocean. So
now, is this a father-son type of thing? Have you done this?
I've swum through Rottnest with him. It's just a mile, but this is a whole different ball game, I think. So I'll leave that one to him.
So how do you feel about them out there competing from a parent point of view?
Oh, I'm very proud of them. Yeah. I think it's terrific. Good to see. And they're the youngest here today, so we're very proud.
Yeah, they're 4 13-year-old boys, as we said earlier, giving it a bash. So thanks very much for that, Paul, and we'll keep following them as we're going. Okay, well, it's about 8:30 now. How are you, Sean?
Yeah, feeling good.
Now, how many laps have you done so far?
I'm not sure, but I've done 3. I've done about 4 or 5 swims of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And earlier that we had a lot of problems with stingers. How's that going?
Yeah, they've dropped off, and it's really good now. There's no stingers in sight.
And how do you think the morale of all the boys are going?
Yeah, I think we're doing well. Yeah.
I think we're probably at least a third of the way. Would you say a third?
Yeah, I hope so anyway, because like, it's quite a long way left.
What about the tiredness? Is that hitting you? Or?
No, not yet. It's quite good.
Yeah. And the other boys, have they said much about stingers or anything like that getting to them?
Yeah, there's been a few like big packs of stingers coming through, but you just swim through them. Yeah.
What do you think's your biggest problem now? Just time and getting there?
Yeah. That.
All right, well, we'll let you have a break because obviously you come on board to have a little rest, so have a seat. Thanks a lot.
I'm gonna follow my dreams. Oh, yeah. Still awake, 'cause I can't sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. You know I love you, this is true. But this is something that I have to do.
How's it going out there now?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, and you got any more of the lice problems you were having before?
No, they're not. Oh, kind of. Not that bad, but yeah. They're normally in the seaweed.
Just step this way, Paul. So, how's the morale of the boys all? The way everything's gone. Over 4 hours you've been swimming now.
Yeah, pretty good, but
Everyone happier they can actually see the island not far away?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll let you grab something to eat and whatever, and we'll talk to you when it's we get in there.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yep, see ya.
Well, here we are on Rottnest Island with, as you can see, with a big crowd behind us. Competitors still coming in, and our fellas here. You came in what, 94th?
Yeah, 93rd.
93rd. What an excellent job. Tell us a little bit about the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, it was a fairly good swim. The jellyfish, they started to die off as you kept going, and as you got here, you could see the bottom, which made you a bit calmer, which is pretty good. Yeah.
Felt more relaxed. Now, what about you? Did you see anything that you didn't want to see out there?
No, not really. Except for at the beginning, there were really big stingers with thick tentacles and stuff. But other from that, nothing.
And you managed to cope going through that?
Yeah.
And of course, you had the other situation there where you had the what was it? The sea lice. Is that right?
Sea lice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how did you get through that? Okay.
Yeah, it was a bit painful. Like, got a big sting here and everything. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think you might try to come back and do this again next year?
Yeah, probably.
So as you're coming across, they say when you do long distance swimming, you hallucinate. Did any of you hallucinate?
Oh, not really. I didn't anyway.
Okay.
I didn't anyway.
So what were you thinking of when you're out there, when you're just swimming all continuously like that?
Oh, a shark coming and biting your head off.
Any of you worry about sharks on the way?
No, not me.
What do you do when you're swimming like that and you know that you've got to get all the way here to Rotto and everything, and you're all jumping in and out? But when you're in there for those 5 or 6 minutes, that's a pretty strong. First of all, you start off for 15 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like you just got to think of other things. Like,
yeah. What kind of things do you think about?
I think what the end's going to be like when you're here.
You think about girls and all that stuff?
No, I thought about the finish.
Only at the finish when you get here and see all the girls here at Rotto. So as you went along with the water out there and there was all the boats around you and all that, was that a little bit frightening when you had all those boats moving around you?
No, not really. It was a bit reassuring that like all those boats are around you and everything. It wasn't as like scary.
So you got anything to say to any of your mates out there from school and whatever?
Not really. It's not hard. Just do it if you want to. It's not hard at all, really.
So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 4 guys, I think the youngest contenders, and they actually came in 93rd, all 13 years old, all young fellows. They've been trying hard, so congratulations to you all from Balls and All and from everybody else, and hope to see you out there next year when you're at it. So all the best.
Thanks.
All right, see you guys later.
And we also welcome up teams number 4, 8 and 9.
We're the Game Room GIO, and our favourite show is Balls and All. Cheers. On Channel 31.
Yep, welcome back everyone to beautiful Hyde Park. We're trying to get this done before the light dies on us, and
Light!
and Debbie's magical powers made the light come on there behind us. That was fantastic. Thank you very much to Craig and all the crew on board the True North. And I just got to say that if you really want to see the Kimberleys and want to go up there in style, that's the way to go.
That's the way to go. And congratulations to those young swimmers. They were did a tremendous job. You can't give them enough credit.
Yeah, because, and you know, something that's funny is they swam all the way to Rotto. And once they got there, we went on. We did the bit of interview on the beach there with the crowd, as you're saying. We went back to the boat, and they didn't get out of the water again. They kept swimming all day long.
Hey, that's the beauty of youth. I know for me, when I swim, it's hard for me to swim after a couple beers to the toilet. So it's tough.
Yeah.
Now, Moose, I'd like to point out something. On Saturday, the 11th of March, there's a party coming up, which Balls and All are probably going to be at. And would you like to tell us a bit more about that, Debbie?
Yeah, it's a Let's Go Surfing Party, and that's at the Embassy Ballroom. We've got Johnny Devlin, who supported the Beatles, and Little Paddy, who supported Beach Boys. The Omen, Peter Anderson, who does a Johnny O'Keefe impersonation. And if you want any more information, you can contact them on 94703133.
Yep, that's going to be great. We're going to be looking forward to that. And
that's some vintage stuff back to our age there, Moose.
Little Patty, yeah. See, many people think I actually dyed my hair grey, but it's actually grown that color. And yeah, see, Little Patty, Johnny Devlin. A lot of people know Johnny Devlin was with the Beatles. He
actually was one of the
helped them
people
out
that opened for them.
when they were here in Australia, as well as Little Patty. We all know Little Patty, and so yeah, get in touch with them. That'll be great. Okay, now listen, while we were on board the boat all day long, there was these 2 cute little girls who were singing away all day, and we're going to end the show now. We're going to leave you with some of their music, but as we always say, don't forget, tune in every Monday night, 8:30, right here on Channel 31. Tell all your friends about it. It's Perth's only real station, this one right here. The real one, all about West Australians like you, okay? And we're here, and the name of our show is
Balls and All.
So have a look at these girls and have a listen to them. Okay, we're here on board the True North, and we've had a fantastic day here at Rotto, still having a fantastic day at Rotto. But there's 2 young singers here who've been on board, and they've been singing away all day, and I thought maybe you'd like to hear some of their music. But first, what's your name?
Manuela.
Manuela, that's a lovely name. And what's your name?
Pia.
Pia. 2 beautiful names and 2 beautiful young girls. And what's the song you're going to sing?
Do, re, mi.
Okay, are you ready now? Yes. Okay, I'll give you a count of 3 and you can start. Yeah, you can hold it.
Okay,
ready?
so we're good.
1, 2, 3.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Far, a long, long way to run. La, a note to follow, so. Tea, a drink of jam and bread. That will bring us back to do, mi, o. Do, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow, so. Tea, a drink of jam and bread. That will bring us back to do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Very good. Thank you, girls.